Hello, and welcome back to the Bandana Podcast. In this episode, we are going to be talking about skin. That's right, we are going to be talking about more specifically skincare for sensitive skin and cruelty-free makeup that I really like. So, we are going to be knocking out two birds in one stone. Let's do it. To start this off, I did want to give a disclaimer that I am not a health professional and that if you do have a specific issue that you want to treat yourself, then I definitely would advise going to a doctor if these generalized responses do not really work for you. So I just wanted to give that to you. Alright, so if you did not know, I have nummular eczema, and unfortunately for me, it is a chronic condition, meaning I will have to deal with it for the rest of my life, which is wonderful, but thankfully it's manageable. And because I'm so lucky, I have access to a dermatologist that has given me so many brand recommendations, brand and product recommendations, and I will just be going through those and giving you some advice and passing these on to you. So the first brand that I wanted to talk about are Cetaphil and CeraVe, and these brands are pretty similar in the products that they sell. They have lotions and creams and moisturizers for those that have to battle dry skin, and then Aquaphor has this Vaseline type jelly. In fact, it's very similar to Vaseline where it's oil based. The only thing with oil based products is that you want to be careful and not use them over super inflamed areas because you don't want to trap that material inside. Because oil is hydrophobic, it won't allow for the passing of water through that layer. So you just have to be careful of that. However, if you take a shower, your skin is going to be very moisturized and you want to keep that moisture in, then Aquaphor is great for that. And the last product that I just kind of threw in here because my dermatologist didn't say no is aloe vera gel. I love aloe gel. I think it is very versatile. You can use it in cooking and apparently skin healing. The only warning that I want to give you with aloe gel is to be cautious of dyes and alcohol that is in the gel. For dyes, you want to be careful, especially if you are allergic to certain dyes. And in regards to the alcohol, you want to make sure that there's no alcohol because if you apply that kind of gel to your skin, the alcohol will tend to dry it out and maybe even burn your skin. So that kind of makes it counterintuitive. Be cautious of that. Alright, now let's get into cruelty-free makeup. And if I'm being honest with you, I did not decide to include this portion of the podcast until literally maybe an hour ago before I started recording because I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw someone's story post about these cruelty-free brands that you should probably look into, and I support cruelty-free makeup 100%. All of the products I own are cruelty-free. I definitely look into that, but I wanted to point that out to you guys in case you guys don't necessarily think about that, or if you are wanting to start getting into makeup, then I want to just give you a heads up. So, both the post and when I later Googled, cruelty-free brands are from a brand called crueltyfreekitty.com. I will link that in the description below if you want to check them out. And their website is actually very user-friendly. I really, really love it, and it's just aesthetically pleasing as well. So anyways, the favorite makeup brands that I use are e.l.f., NYX, Essence, and CoverGirl. I believe e.l.f. is the only one here that is like 100% cruelty-free and vegan. Everything else is cruelty-free for sure. Cruelty-Free Kitty kind of explains it better, but just a TLDR for you. Brands that are from America usually don't test on animals here at least, but if it's sold in countries like China where they have animal testing laws, then they have to unfortunately comply with those laws, and they end up having to test their products on animals because it's coming from a foreign country. At least with American products that are sold in countries like China. Ultimately, it is your choice and you can buy and use what you want, but I do decide to personally use cruelty-free products because I think animal rights are very important and they are to be treated just like us. Sorry, I should clarify, animals should be treated like us, but rights too. Okay, this was a relatively short episode, but I hope it was a short and sweet one. I hope you are doing well. Get vaccinated, social distancing, wear a mask if you can. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night.